Mark from the dining section, and these are my turkey giblets, and I'm going to show you how to make lumpless gravy. But before we get to actually making the gravy, I want to tell you something that you probably don't know about making gravy. You can make it entirely ahead. I mean, think about it. There you are on Thanksgiving. You've got the turkey to carve. You've got your entire family in the other room clamoring for their dinner. The last thing you want to be doing is whisking a roux and pouring in hot stock to make a gravy base. So what I've got right here, this is the turkey neck. And this is the bag of giblets that's usually stuffed inside the turkey. There are a lot of things in here that have tons of flavor, and what you want to do is make them into stock. First thing we're going to do is open the bag and see what exactly is in there. Aha! These are the turkey gizzards right here. These gizzards have so much flavor. You definitely want the gizzard and the neck to go into the stock. That's the first step to a delicious gravy, is having a really intense, full-flavored stock. You know how to do that. You just heat up your stock, and then you add the giblets to the simmering stock, and you let it infuse and flavor the broth for about an hour on low heat. And now we're going to make the gravy. There are two critical stages to ensuring lump-free gravy. The first one is, after you melt your butter, you want to add your flour in, kind of gradually. You sprinkle your flour in, and at the same time, you are whisking the heck out of it. You really got to whisk the whole time that you're adding the flour to make sure that there are no lumps that are forming. Second step is when you add your stock. You do that in two stages. You add just a little bit of stock to the roux once it's got that beautiful gold color. Just enough stock to kind of loosen it, and then you're beating out any lumps. And then you add the rest of the stock, and then you continue to beat until you're sure that all the lumps are gone. It only takes about a minute. And now I'm just going to stir every few minutes until it reduces to the thickness that I want. I like my gravy on the thin side. I like it to be less like heavy cream and more like rich half and half. Now I'm going to taste it to make sure there's enough salt and pepper, and I can correct the seasonings at this point. A little more salt. At this point, the gravy is finished. This is delicious gravy. You can make it a couple of days ahead, put it in your fridge, and then just bring it back to a simmer on the stove right before you serve your turkey. Or, if you want to take the gravy to the next level, I'm going to show you a trick with the pan drippings. So all I'm doing is I'm bringing these turkey drippings to a simmer, and I am scraping up all those glorious brown bits that are stuck to the bottom of the pan. That's where your flavor is. Okay, now I'm just going to whisk those yummy juices right into the gravy. This one is a very light flavored gravy. It really tastes like turkey. It's delicious. But if you want a deep, really rich flavored gravy, when you're adding the flour and you're cooking the roux, just let it cook to a dark brown, and then you're going to get a lot more flavor. Okay, I'm all set. I've got the turkey I just roasted. I got the super easy gravy I just made. Now all I have to do is carve it. Or actually, Danielle, can you